What's up, guys? This is deadaimheadshot. I just wanted to show some class setups, and I might be starting this as a regular series. First off, I want to show you the Riot Shield, or I keep calling it the Riot Shield, I mean Assault Shield. The Assault Shield class setup I used to get it gold. First of all, Perk 1 and Perk 3 Greed are in the wild card setup. You're going to want to use Lightweight and Flak Jacket in Perk 1. Perk 2, you're going to want to use Cold Blooded. Perk 3, you're going to run Extreme Conditioning and Tactical Mask. This comes really handy because you're running fast, obviously with the Extreme Conditioning and Lightweight. You can take falls, all that stuff. With the Flak Jacket and the Tactical Mask, you're very immune to any kind of explosive or secondary tactical grenade or whatever. I mean, not to say that you won't get blown up by them, obviously, because and there's two main weaknesses to the Assault Shield that I've noticed. If you get stuck by a sticky grenade, you're fucked. If you get stuck by a crossbow, you're fucked. Those are the two main weapons against the Assault Shield that you really need to watch out for. But Flak Jacket and Tactical Mask works great, and if you're trying to get like that bloodthirsty with a weapon like the crossbow, or if you're trying to get it with like the combat knife or ballistics knife, if you have a buddy to play with you and run this class and distract, say you're on standoff in that middle building in the stairwell, if you have a buddy sit at the bottom of the stairwell, distract them, they're looking at him, you can sit up above him on the stairwell where they can't see you and run down, take them out, and just repeat this process, and you'll be able to get your bloodthirsties pretty easily, because tag teaming them like that is 10 times easier, especially with like the crossbow, where if you miss a crossbow bolt, you're fucked unless you have scavenger on, which we'll get to the crossbow class here in a minute. Secondary, I didn't really run a secondary.
Nice. A text message.
I left lethal blank on some of the stuff, because there's one challenge you had to do where you couldn't have any weapons equipped. But other than that, I ran combat axe. As for tactical, I either ran smoke or shock charges. I personally ran smoke the most. My buddy, he ran shock charges. But other than this, actually no, let me take that back. I ran smoke for a lot of it, but for the most part, the one I enjoyed the most at the very end, I never really used the tactical insertion. But here, this is the first class I've used the tactical insertion on, and I love it. And I think it might be my next permanent unlock, because it was really useful with the challenges on the camos. And it really helps out. And I'm gonna also do a video on the uses of some of these stuff like this, like the tactical insertion and how to use the smoke grenade and shock grenade, everything properly. But this is my class setup for the Riot Shield, and I got it gold pretty fast. You can, if you want to, you can probably throw, if you're doing there's a challenge with the Riot Shield where you have to throw the combat axe with the shield equipped. You could swap Cold Blooded for Scavenger and run around and use the Scavenger to pick up ammo. I didn't really do that, but I was so close to him anyways, I just hit him with it, pick it back up. You didn't have to get any bloodthirsties with the combat axe, so I did die a lot with it doing it, but I actually did get a few bloodthirsties with it also. So this class setup is pretty optimal, at least for my style of play. You play around with it, see if you like it. I'm a rusher, so I move fast. I don't like to sit still around the map, so the speed of Extreme Conditioning and Lightweight and the invincibility of Flak Jacket and Tactical Mask really help. I'd have people throw down shock charges, because like they see the Riot Shield, especially when you have like a team of Riot Shields like we ran around with quite a bit. We had the majority of the team. They'll freak out a little bit. They'll start throwing like their shock charges down and stuff, and they throw them down, and I just walk right up on them and look at them and let them explode, like "fuck you, buddy" type thing, because I knew they weren't going to hardly do anything. I'd move around a little bit from getting hit by it, but I never really got killed that much by them. So most of the time, whenever I ran up on it and got killed, is whenever I was fucking with them, like blowing up their shock charge by walking on it, and their buddy came in like a side door or something other and killed me. I didn't really ever get killed by the person who threw the shock charge that much. Alright, the next class is going to be the crossbow, and I've gotten it gold as well, and max prestige. Perks, I will run, let's see here, blind eye, scavenger, dexterity. I believe I also ran perk 2 greed, because I don't really like to run around without cold-blooded on, so I always have cold-blooded and scavenger. I like the tri-bolt, because even if you're playing, for the most of this I played hardcore, but if you're running scavenger and you're tag teaming with like somebody with the Riot Shield, like I said a while ago, the tri-bolt's not that bad, because you can hit them with it in core mode, and with the 3 bolts hitting a person at one time, it kills them before the explosion goes off. So they actually do drop the scavenger ammo replacement, because the explosion isn't what kills them, it's the bolts. So that's definitely useful in core mode. In hardcore, I'd say just go ahead and use any other attachment than the tri-bolt, because you basically only get 2 shots out of this. But in core mode, it's like a one-hit kill if you hit them. Even if you don't hit them, the explosion, if it's near them, will usually get them easier than if you're just shooting 1 bolt. The best map I recommend for the crossbow leveling up is on standoff, like on that staircase, obviously. Let's see, lethal, I don't believe I used a lethal. You can pretty much use whatever tactical you want. I'd recommend shock charge or tactical insertion. We still have 8, so we're gonna run, let's see, we will do perk 1 greed and lightweight. So this is pretty much the setup I ran on this. Like I said, tri-bolt if you're playing in core mode, which I did quite a bit, because I mean, you're getting these one-hit kills with them, and they're having to aim at you a little bit longer than you would. And the crossbow is a little bit of a campy weapon, I feel, just because the accuracy of it isn't that great. Like if you're running around, long range is really a pain in the ass. Even with the ACOG, it's really hard to aim right with it. That is going to be all for this custom class setup, and hope to see y'all again soon.